Bitcoin just shattered its all-time high, and this is the start of alt season. Not just any alt season, the last and final alt season, which means we will never see any gains that are anywhere close to what we're about to see here in crypto. This right here is the start of something that's truly going to be remembered in history. Now, the truth is, we would like to see a ton of alt seasons throughout time that continue to happen again, but realistically speaking, that's just not simply possible. There's not enough money, not enough funds, not enough investors at this current point. We will see steady growth after this alt season is over, but this is really the last opportunity to get rich from cryptocurrency, to get truly rich from a small amount of money. That's why so many people are rushing to take advantage of it and buy in. Dogecoin is of course one that we have our eye on as a huge opportunity that may be one of the best to capitalize on this newest alt season. Alt season, by the way, now trending on Twitter with thousands and thousands of people talking about it, and that happens typically speaking after Bitcoin does reach an all-time high. If it continues to shoot up past that, that is when alt season is triggered, and when we do see some of those insane gains. By the way, Dogecoin is of course one of our favorites to be watching. We love it here. This is the original Dogecoin YouTube channel, but this is also a place where you can come and get crypto information on other altcoins that may be about to go absolutely crazy. We have had an incredible track record with 1000% gains multiple times. I wish we had 1000x. That would be nice. Maybe one day, but 1000% gains multiple times. This is the place to be. Subscribe with notifications on. This is the fastest growing new channel on all of YouTube in 2021, so don't miss out on this all season. Come join a final stand. Welcome to the family. As this article here just came out, Vitalik Buterin has officially sold 4.3 million. When it comes to the Dogecoin knockoffs, we now have a tally of the exact amount because he kept selling and selling and selling and selling Husky, Baby Shiba Inu, a ton of these knockoffs that he just decided to completely and totally wreck. But the thing about these is, it's not just about him selling the amount he sold. What happens when he does this is that it triggers everyone else to want to sell as well, because these things likely fall, or they almost always do fall significantly more after this. So literally, basically every single person gets a massive sell signal. A lot of them take advantage of it and do decide to get out as quickly as they can, which causes these insane price drops. Now Vitalik Buterin is saying he's going to give this money to charity, which is something I've always said has some positive benefits, which is that the charity gets money. That's always a good thing. But where the negative comes in is that, well, people are allowed to decide what charity they want to give to themselves. So I don't think it makes sense for someone to be taking money out of a crypto and then putting it into a charity. Even though we do not necessarily like a lot of these Dogecoin knockoffs, they're annoying, they still don't deserve for someone to go and sell tokens that were supposed to be burned. That was the understanding. So I kind of get where Vitalik Buterin is coming from, but I don't necessarily like the way he's handling it. I would prefer if Vitalik Buterin would just donate some of his own money to those charities that he likes, and then just not do anything with those cryptos that are being burned to him. The moral story: do not ever burn your tokens to Vitalik Buterin. No matter whatever the heck you do, don't do it. Stay away. As we have a number of chats coming in, let's get ready for some record numbers coming in the next 60 days from Krav Maga. Yes, absolutely. There's no question. When is the next crypto of the week? Just wondering. Thanks. So by the way, if you're part of the Patreon, we were doing crypto of the week, but what I've realized, and what we've all realized, is that the best way to capitalize on these picks is to wait until an opportunity comes and then pick it, which sometimes happens on a consistent basis throughout the month, and sometimes it's more spread out. And with that, we've had extreme success. The last 3 picks have all done pretty dang well and are continuing to go up. If you want to join the Patreon, you can go down there right now. It is currently one of the biggest Patreons on all of the crypto sphere, so check it out. I think you will like it a lot. Some investors are putting more money into cryptocurrencies than stocks. This article really fascinating, and we're about to talk more about Dogecoin in a second here, but take a look. So this poll came out, and it says, what are people's understandings of the cryptos they're investing in? You can see moderate understanding is 49%. I'm exploring its value and potential. Then limited understanding is 37%, and strong understanding is only 15%. So if you're part of that 85% who does not have a strong understanding of crypto, come join the channel. What the heck are you waiting for? All of us here obviously have a significantly larger understanding of crypto than the vast majority of investors. I mean, that's pretty crazy though. 49% saying I'm exploring its value and potential, but then 37% are really limited in their understanding and yet still deciding to invest in it. A lot of that is from the mania. Here are the stats, and we have some very interesting ones coming in. When it comes to crypto investors specifically, this stat is kind of wild. We now have approximately an average of $263 between those crypto investors going in per month. to cryptocurrencies and exchanges that specifically focus on coins versus 250 that is going into traditional investments. So we have now officially had the number passing the other number, where we have crypto investors focusing more heavily on that than any other coin as more money continues to be put in per month. And that per month metric is one of the reasons why we're so confident in steady growth over time for crypto, because people are doing this. People will find a favorite crypto or a group of them and then continue to put money in steadily over time. We are seeing approximately 25% of the money invested in the United States specifically going into crypto. 25%. That's pretty dang insane. 5% was last year. Now that's up times 5 what it was. And that's why this is the last altcoin spike. This is the last alt season because we are at 25% now. And the highest we're going to likely go is around 50%. And even that is definitely not an easy target to hit. So we can't go super crazy high above any of these marks here, which is why we cannot be unrealistic. We have to keep in mind this will likely be the last alt season, the last opportunity to get rich. Bitcoin's big day on Wall Street. This one was pretty cool as well. We now have more and more ETFs interested in debuting, as this one right here, BITO, that we talked about yesterday, it has stayed relatively steady, $43. But one of the reasons why this is causing so much optimism for cryptocurrency and for Bitcoin especially is not necessarily just because the ETF was approved. That's kind of cool. It's a big-ish deal. What really matters here is that people are now seeing the government, the United States government specifically, being more pro-cryptocurrency. A lot of people were worried, what if they ban it? What if I lose all my money? What if this happens? What if they're too strict on it? The fact that they are now approving some ETFs related to cryptocurrency signals that they're going to be relatively open to crypto moving forward. That's really why we're actually seeing this big jump right now. Not all the other things, specifically that more broadly. And that's, I think, an important thing to keep in mind there. And it is optimistic. It really is. That's why it deserves to go up. It actually does. As we have also seen this company right here, another stock that you may be interested in if you're looking to get more into crypto. This stock just debuting very recently here. $28.90 is the price. We're now up from around 19 when it first opened. And so huge gains in just one day of 52%. This company right here mines Bitcoin at a relatively large scale, and they focus specifically on coal mining, using coal that was a byproduct of coal mining in general. So basically what they'll do is they'll take the coal that the miners don't want, and then they'll use that for energy with crypto because it still works relatively well. And so that's a smart idea. They're really capitalizing on it. And there's also some people using excess oil, using excess natural gas. You can really find a ton of opportunities to mine crypto and get energy without having to pay the big bill. There's a picture of the two dudes responsible for it, making a heck ton of money. So congratulations to them on their success. And I do love seeing all of that. Dogecoin, we need some more representation in that same exact area. It's coming though. It is coming, as we have seen a amazing day for crypto in terms of gains. If you have your money in any of the top cryptos, you're likely up big, with a couple of exceptions. If you have your money in Tether, oh no, look at that, no gains. No gains, but Dogecoin has had some big price action throughout the week. It's now at 25 cents. A lot of the energy is still pent up though, as XRP has also gone up a decent amount. And then we have seen Solana really continuing to do well. Solana looking at its path to trying to take down Ethereum. Pretty interesting to watch that. Solana definitely one I think a lot of people should keep their eye on as an Ethereum taker downer, if that's the right word. 8.4% gain for Ethereum, and then Bitcoin 1.4%, actually going down a little bit after that big run it had throughout the last 24-hour period before this. And so that's why we're seeing some different action there. As we also have this, take a look. There are now ordinary people. Let me read a couple more of these chats here. Oh yeah, but so when's the next crypto pick? Let me go ahead and figure exactly out what we're looking at in terms of scope, but it shouldn't be too long from now because Altseason is starting. That means we're going to have some big crypto picks on Patreon. It really shouldn't be long. I'm going to be looking through some of the ones I have my eye on and see if we can see one that looks like it may be about to break out. And if we can, we will pick one very soon. So be on the lookout for that on Patreon. But patience is always better, and quality over quantity is always the way to go. That's why we've had so much success on the Patreon. And it's also, you can also join on YouTube membership, and you can also join on Twitter, on the Twitter premium, or what is it called? Super follow on Twitter. It's very new. It just got started. We have 14 super followers on Twitter now, so it's growing. Honestly, aren't we all invested? I have Shiba and Doge. Most people are invested in Doge. Not as many are invested in Shiba, but there are some people invested in that. And just put $100 in Bitcoin. Okay, that could definitely go up. That could definitely go up. It just depends how much you're investing. That's going to be the difference between if you do get rich from it or if you just make a lot of money. Both those are where people are trying to be, because either one is still very good. A nurse made his entire day's wages trading crypto on his lunch break. So he quit his day job and now makes 7 figures. Now that's pretty crazy and pretty dang impressive. Imagine going from being a nurse to that. Obviously he watches Fast Stand. That's how he did it. That's the secret. That's the secret. Coinbase will now offer customers to get paid in crypto with a direct deposit option. How to decide if that's right for you. We're getting more coverage about this, and this is really a hugely exciting thing for Dogecoin, because Dogecoin is going to have a much higher percentage of people that are taking it in stride with stuff like this, where they'll actually get paid in Dogecoin than any other crypto. Yes, we may see more people choosing to use this option to get paid in Bitcoin, but that doesn't change the fact that we will still see a significantly higher percentage choosing Dogecoin. That's all across the board. When it comes to spending, when it comes to everything, the stats do not lie, the metrics do not lie. Even if you're a little bit frustrated with Dogecoin's performance lately, you will not be moving forward, because all of the things still do count. And this is the same exact thing that happened during some of the last spikes, where Dogecoin was waiting there and people got frustrated and impatient. Some people decided to sell out. And then right after that happened, that is when we saw some of the biggest spikeage that we have ever seen in Dogecoin's history after a little bit of a dip. So you have to make sure to keep the full perspective, the full picture in mind. Very important to do that. Very important. Oh, that's what. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that he is back. He's back. He's back and better than ever. As we have seen a lot of optimistic things in crypto, and I don't think we're anywhere near close to the roof here. In fact, I would say we're somewhere around maybe floor 2 out of 69 compared to where we can be. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.